What's your name, man?
Wants to knock it down and build a luxury hotel.
Roaming around.
Can we watch Dragon?
How you doing? Bill Hurley, Ben swim coach. You must be
On to this. Enjoy. A universal remote control that remote controls your universe.
Effort to connect with me at
No,
all.
I want to. It's just that you don't mess with another man.
Right, you don't mess with Michael.
That's you, Samantha?
The angel of death.
Hi, Daddy.
Beth and Beyond, sir. I was just watching you sleep. You'll go.
And you. What a nice jump. I love you.
In 2006, Michael Newman, a passionate but exhausted architect, lives trapped under the yoke of his tyrannical boss, John Ammer, who ruthlessly exploits him. Day after day, Michael sacrifices precious moments with his beloved wife, Donna, and their cherished children, Ben and Samantha, for a job that consumes him. One night, on the brink of frustration, fed up with juggling the chaos of remote controls, he escapes a Bed Bath & Beyond in search of a universal remote to regain some control over his life. But fate had other plans. After getting lost in endless aisles, exhausted, he collapses on a display bed and falls into a deep sleep. Upon waking, a mysterious door labeled Beyond beckons him. There, an enigmatic man named Morty hands him a free remote control, but with an unsettling warning: no returns. Soon, Michael discovers this is no ordinary remote. It's a tool that manipulates the very universe. With childlike excitement, he uses it at work to mock colleagues, dodge annoying illnesses, and avoid awkward arguments. Each button feels like a dream come true, a way to shape his chaotic world. But Morty, with a tone blending mystery and caution, reveals the truth. When Michael skips a moment of his life, his body operates on autopilot, performing routine tasks while his mind is lost in time. What seemed like a game turns into an emotional whirlwind, where the joy of controlling his reality collides with the fear of losing what he loves most. Filled with hope and a racing heart, Michael is certain his promotion is imminent. With a wide grin, he splurges on gifts for himself and his beloved family, envisioning a future full of success. But his boss, John Ammer, delivers a crushing blow. The promotion won't come soon. It could be months, maybe more. Disillusionment hits hard. And in a desperate bid to escape the wait, Michael grabs a mysterious remote. With a single click, he tries to leap to his moment of victory, but the cost is heartbreaking. When he opens his eyes, it's 2007, an entire year ripped from his life in a blink. His world crumbles. He's in couples therapy with Donna, his great love, fighting to save what's left of their marriage. His loyal dog, Sundance, is gone. In his place, a small puppy named Peanut tries to fill the void, but the pain of loss overwhelms him. The remote, almost as if it has a life of its own, learns what Michael wants and begins acting on its own, fast-forwarding time mercilessly, stealing irreplaceable moments. Desperate, Michael tries to get rid of it. He throws it away, smashes it, buries it in a fury, but the remote returns to his hands like an unbreakable curse. In a last-ditch effort, he seeks out Morty, the man who gave him this poison gift, and begs him to take it back. But Morty, with a look of pity and warning, tells him sharply, no returns. Michael is left alone, trapped in a whirlwind of regret, yearning to reclaim the lost time with his family and facing the crushing weight of his choices. With a racing heart and a knot in his stomach, Michael sneaks to work the next day, unchanged and on foot, as if each step could prevent the remote from stealing more time. He's desperate to keep the present intact, but when his boss, Ammer, casually mentions that he could one day be CEO, Michael's eyes light up with longing and ambition. I'd love for that to happen, he murmurs, letting hope betray him. Those words unleash a storm. The remote, like a cruel puppeteer, rips him from a moment and hurls him 10 years into the future. When he opens his eyes in 2017, Michael barely recognizes his life. He's CEO, swimming in wealth, but his now obese body screams the cost of his obsession. His children, Ben and Samantha, are rebellious teenagers, caught in their own torments. Ben, overweight, a painful reflection of his father. And Donna, his love, his anchor, is gone. She's divorced him and now shares her life with Bill, Ben's former swim coach. The news hits like a dagger, and his world falls apart. Blinded by rage and pain, Michael lunges at Bill. But Shaggy, the new dog that replaced Little Peanut, knocks him down with a blow that leaves him breathless and unconscious. The cold, relentless remote skips 6 more years to save him from the injury. It's 2023 and Donna, with a look of compassion and distance, tells him the heartbreaking truth. After the accident, he was diagnosed with cancer. During chemotherapy, a heart attack nearly killed him, but he survived. Recently, he underwent liposuction to reclaim a shadow of his former self. But nothing hurts as much as knowing Donna is now married to Bill. Alone, surrounded by the ruins of his life, Michael feels the crushing weight of every decision that led him to lose his family, his health, his everything. Devastated, Michael hears from Ben, now an adult transformed after losing weight, news that shatters his soul. His father, Ted, died in 2021. The pain strikes like lightning, but the remote won't let him return to that moment because he wasn't conscious when it happened. Desperate to reclaim something of his father, he uses the remote to relive their last encounter and faces a gut-wrenching truth. He rejected Ted with a coldness that now burns his heart. Kneeling at Ted's grave, tears streaming uncontrollably, Michael meets Morty, who, with a solemn gaze, reveals he is the angel of death. Fury erupts in Michael, a scream of rage against the fate that led him to this abyss of loss. Tormented by guilt and too weak to go on, he begs through sobs to be taken to a happy place. The remote transports him to 2029, to Ben's wedding, a moment that should be joyful. But the happiness fades when he hears Samantha call Bill Dad. It's a blow that makes him real, a cruel reminder of all he's lost. In the hospital, with a frail body but a burning heart, Michael hears Ben confess he's postponing his honeymoon to prioritize work. The echo of his own mistakes resonates in those words, and a deep fear grips him. His son is following the same destructive path, with superhuman effort. Michael musters his remaining strength and follows Ben out of the hospital. In the parking lot, his body gives out, and he collapses on the cold ground. With a breaking voice, he begs Ben to always put family first, to avoid the mistakes he paid so dearly for. Surrounded by his loved ones, with his breath slipping away, Michael swears he loves them, pouring his heart into those final words before closing his eyes forever. Michael jolts awake, heart pounding, and finds himself lying on a display bed at Bed Bath & Beyond. It's 2006, and immense relief floods him as he realizes it all. The loss, the pain, the stolen time was a dream. But it's not just a dream, it's a soul-shaking revelation. Transformed to his core, Michael sees the world with new eyes. Before leaving, he stops to chat with a lonely store employee, offering a warm smile and kind words that spark a moment of connection. Then, with a full heart, he races to his parents' house, embracing them tightly and assuring them through laughter and tears that they'll always have a place in his home. Back with his family, Michael throws himself into the arms of Donna, Ben, and Samantha, declaring his love with a passion that lights up the room. When they suggest going camping, he agrees with childlike enthusiasm, promising with a firm voice that he'll never put them second again. As he celebrates this return to reality, laughing and hugging his loved ones, he finds something that stops his breath. The remote there in the kitchen, next to a note. His pulse races. It wasn't a dream, but a divine warning. The note, in Morty's unmistakable handwriting, reads, "Good people deserve a second chance." Morty trusts Michael will now make the right choices. With a mix of gratitude and determination, Michael throws the remote in the trash, freeing himself from its shadow. At last, He fully embraces his family, savoring every moment with them as the treasure they always should have been.